Welcome to Superchat. Whether you're working on your first 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today is Dave's Adventures. This is somebody who's been a friend of ours for well over 4 years, probably closer to 4.5 by now. He comes from the UK and his channel has evolved over the years. He used to bring us roller coasters exclusively, but a couple of years ago he started to expand into a lot more theme park and other thrill ride as well as travel content. So hopefully everybody will connect with Dave's Adventures, get this dedicated, loyal supporter coming to your channel as well. I'm just going to grab his latest video. I see he put one out a few days ago. I'm behind, so I'll put that into a special playlist I have. I call it my catch-up playlist. I use that so I can get or keep caught up with creators. You can see that this is a dynamic creator, and Dave's Adventures is always enthusiastic, and like I said, he's been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter over 4 years now, probably 4.5. You look at his shorts videos and you see a lot of these roller coasters like I was talking about, but some of these have done really well. 18,000, 23,000 views on a couple of these, and this creator's working on 1,800 subscribers now. Also, he's got some live streams up until a couple of years ago, so that's an idea from the past that might continue in the future. We've got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can, of course. So I'm going to put another channel onto the screen right now, and the reason why we're looking at these two channels is because the other day we had some internet trouble during the last live stream. Dave's Adventures and Izzy Ska both dropped super chats while we were on, but I didn't get a chance to show their channel before the stream cut off on us. It doesn't happen very frequently, but we definitely want to make up our promises. And we always put Superchatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. So we'll look at Izzy Ska right now. And thank you again, Dave's Adventures and Izzy Ska, both of you, for those super chats. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They've both done that countless times before. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in another moment. And we always put members on the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat. I see Tales Told in the Dark is coming in. That's Cassie. I was lucky to catch up with her earlier today. I'm lucky as the host of Superchat to be connected to a lot of creators on Instagram or Facebook and some even on Twitter, so I can get a behind-the-scenes story or look at how things are going with everybody. Cassie from Tales Told in the Dark has also been a friend of ours for about 4 years now, and her channel is growing strongly. She's very well known for her voice. I've got lots of other channels on the wheel already. Canadian Family Life and Just Jason Keto and more. We're both early in the door. Backyard Trucker and Butler Family Farmer here just about every day. So as well as Whisper Farmstead. And Rushing Wind Mountain, who's approaching probably 4 years of friendship with us as well. Home Bartending with John is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and silver member here. And then hopefully I'm not missing any of our members. I'll get them onto the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. 99 Midnight Gamer and Ashley Anthony 20 were both early. Cruz Bolero and our dear friend Gloria's Platter, who's been with us for about 4 years as well, is in the house. Jevin Richardson and Lewis Acre Farm Carmar also here. Little Lego's got a couple of channels. Our Louisiana Life and Really Haunted Places are both in the house. Rocky Top Scratcher and Shades of Grey are here, as well as Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life, Super Rainbow Queen, and William Burning the Tires. So it's good to see all of you. Of course, Scratch and PPA's in the pole position on our Wheel of Doom. He's a beloved and dedicated moderator. I'm not sure if Nora the Stock Explorer is still in the background. They were here before we started. Michael's Adventures will send his regards. He's here for every stream he can be. He's dropping a premiere right now. He actually premieres every day, usually twice a day lately, and that just depends on a work schedule. Otherwise, he's here as often as he can be. And one of the things we talk about often is the idea that when you start your YouTube journey, you're able to make some friends and create somewhat of a schedule where you can kind of claim some time slots. Somebody goes on Tuesday, somebody goes on Thursday, or somebody goes at 10 in the morning, somebody goes at 11, that kind of thing. But after you start following dozens thousands of creators and eventually hundreds, you're going to find it all but impossible to crash into each other, and it's absolutely fine. One of the great things about YouTube is that we can always go back and watch each other's content afterwards. It doesn't matter if it's a video, if it's a short, if it's a live stream replay. So everybody has a chance to watch everybody's stuff, or as much as we all can, and I promise you, you'll hear in the stories that I tell today and in every Tuber Chat live stream, as long as we're all doing as much as we can for each other, everybody will be just fine. So again, hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And Little Lego, yes, has been with us since pretty much the beginning of the stream, so thank you for that. Izzy Ska is up on the screen right now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And then thank you for that. Really Haunted Places, thank you so much for your first super chat here in the Tuber Chat live streams. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. For that reason, we'll make that the next channel that we look at, and then we'll get to spinning the wheel like we always do. After a long period of time, I'll start adding names to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of today's stream. We expect to be here for almost 3 hours. So Izzy Scott is up on the screen right now. This is somebody who's changed up their channel a couple of times. And forgive me, Pixie Dust Traveler Tracy, I may not have said hello. I know you've been here for a while. I saw you before we started. Thanks for being here again. That's a longtime friend. And Izzy Ska up on the screen, like I said, has changed up their channel a couple of times, but they've always been known for these really outstanding banners, avatars, and thumbnails, and they talk about this kind of thing on their channel. Lately, what they've been doing is a lot of animation and music to go along with it in the videos. They got some shorts here that bring random content. These have now gotten into over a couple hundred views, which is great to see. And then live streams are frequent. This creator's on every few days, and the conversation can go, anywhere once they get started. Occasionally they title their videos, but they've got a vibrant community that's literally been following them a long time now, as well as they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, they're working on 1,800 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards that milestone. And thank you everybody for the highlighted milestone messages lighting up the chat there. And then thank you so much, Canadian Family Life. That's Tiffany. Lisa's Fun Finds has renewed their membership. They've been a member a long time. Butler Family Farm as well. Look at that. It's approaching 2 years of membership, and I do appreciate all the support that Jerry and Susan give us. And then Rocky Top Scratcher just joined the membership as well, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and what that means is that your channel will be added to the wheel as soon as I see you in the chat, any of the live streams that you're here. And then the Numismaniac always has inspiring things to say. That's another fellow Canadian from Edmonton, Alberta. And Rushing Wind Mountain, thank you for that highlighted milestone message as well. Oh, yes, of course, Rocky Top Scratcher. Yes, when it was Wolf Scratcher. It's funny because I see that the stream boss is moving pretty fast there. So often what will happen, you'll notice the video game life meter under my camera here. Every super chat and membership knocks a little bit of life off of the stream boss. The last person to knock that out and take over gets some extra exposure for a little while. And because we've had a few highlighted milestone messages come through the chat all at once, we see that Lisa's Fun Finds managed to snipe that position. And I'm not sure if they were actually aiming for it, but they've got it. And that means we'll be looking at their name on the stream boss position for a little while. And I think they've held that once before, if I'm not mistaken. And then Amplify Cake No Eat Meat Day with Cherries in the house. That's Danforth Avenue Wellness, another fellow Canadian, pretty close to me actually. And hopefully I'm not missing anyone in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to saying hello to everyone. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Another fellow Canadian, Paralife TV, your everyday wheelchair ninja, that's Shane. I was lucky enough to be able to meet up with him a little over a month ago in Toronto, so that was always cool. I'm always up for in real life meetups whenever anybody's coming through Niagara Falls or Toronto. Really Haunted Places is up on the screen right now. They dropped a super chat as well. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. They're already over 2,000 subscribers, so we'd love to push them a little bit closer towards the 2,100 we know they're thinking about when we look at their videos. I can see they've got a premiere coming up later towards the end of the month, and then they got a brand new video just from today. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That is that playlist I keep talking about for keeping up with creators, and it'll be interesting to see the 7 ghost stories from Paris, France on that video. And then when we look through their shorts over here, we see that they've gotten into over 500 views, almost at 600 on one of these, which is great to see. They let us know they're going to bring us ghost stories from some of the most haunted locations around the world. You can get an idea of that when you look through all the thumbnails here and the different places that they're showing us, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Really Haunted Places. Obviously another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter, and thank you again for another super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. It's time for me to spin the wheel now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Butler Family Farm is coming up right now, and I know I'm just about to miss a question in the chat, but I'll go back and catch that in a quick second. And Driving Daily is in the house. It's good to see you here. They're here with us all the time. Cruz Bolero, I think I said hello already, hopefully. And then Little Lego is asking if I'll be streaming on the 29th. Now, ideas of super chats and memberships here on the Tuber Chat channel are absolutely unnecessary, always. I certainly do appreciate them when they do come in, but I'll never solicit that kind of thing. Most of you know I have a full-time gig. I'm lucky enough to be able to work, and, you know, things like that are not necessary here. So, I don't want to solicit that kind of thing. I can't be certain what day I'm going to stream next week. I don't know if it's going to be the 29th or the 30th. But if you want, what we can say right now is I will certainly not be streaming on Halloween. Not for any specific reason, but just because we've been doing a few of these Thursday live streams. I believe Halloween falls on Thursday. And our next stream is going to be on Sunday, should be 4 p.m. I haven't posted it yet. I'll try to get to that early tomorrow if I can. We started posting in advance a couple of days early again. And then I will likely end up streaming on Tuesday or Wednesday. It's a little bit far to wait until Thursday, and then we'll be back probably on Friday or Saturday. So you can count on Tuber Chat not being on Halloween, but I will expect to be on a computer, so I'm hoping to catch everybody for the different live streams and videos everybody's going to be dropping on Halloween night. There should be some interesting content. So Butler Family Farm is up on the screen, and this is a creator that I've joined on their channel a couple times. Actually, a couple of creators. Jerry and Susan are together here. Also, they got some bloopers here too. We talk about this once in a while. A few creators are doing things like this. I've got their latest video. I've put that in my catch-up list. Tuesday is the 29th. Yeah, so I'm unsure right now whether it'll be Tuesday or Wednesday. It depends on my work schedule. But I will post in advance as soon as I know for sure. And then Butler Family Farm. Jerry and Susan share the camera work and the video work, and they're always together here, often together. It's 116 acres of farmland on this channel, so farming and homesteading goodness. I've joined them on their channel a couple times. They live stream every Monday at about 6:45 Eastern, in the evenings, and I actually joined them just about a month ago for the second time. Unless they deleted it. I don't know where the thumbnail is for that one. But when we look at Butler Family Farm, we know that they have a lot of guests on the channel. And Jerry let me know after the last time that we were together on their channel that he's been using the YouTube promotion system for a long time now. And that is a legitimate way to use a video as an advertisement, and then that can boost your channel within the YouTube system. Patila, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody else. And then Butler Family Farm. So they're growing extremely rapidly. So they're over 24,000 subscribers now. They are monetized, of course. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Now, they might be out on the farm. They might be bringing us around the livestock. They might be repairing all the different equipment and things that they've got on this 116 acres. They bring us into their home as well, and they head out hundreds of miles away to some really large meetups, and they bring us a lot of friends on StreamYard panels as well. So you'll almost certainly always meet people when you're over there with Butler Family Farm. You recognize a lot of creators in their thumbnails if you've been here for any length of time as well. Shorts from Butler Family Farm have gotten into 12,000 views and beyond, one over 50,000, which is great to see. And it's more content in line with their long form productions. And then they've got a lot of livestock on the channel. They got bees there, at least in the spring and summer. They'll be back probably in April or May. They have got cattle, goats, donkeys, horses, llamas, chickens, as well as cats and dogs. And sometimes they bring us into their home. Sometimes Jerry's working in the shop. And these are a couple of extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters. And they're here with us just about every day as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Of course, they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get to their channel. Rock Chick Beauty from the UK is in the house. And Coastal Water, I've got you on the wheel as well. She's been a friend of what's got to be getting on to 4 years now with her husband as well, Backlash Fisherman. I might need a quick second here, but we're going to look at the Numismaniacs channels in a moment. There's more than one. And this is another fellow Canadian from Edmonton, Alberta. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And forgive me if I've missed anything, yes. So the Numismaniac is here with us frequently, another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. The Skipper is the creator behind this channel, more known as the Skipper than anything else. Lots of live streams over here with some StreamYard panelists. The goal of the channel is to talk about numismatic collectible coins, other collectibles of value, but there's a lot of history, a lot to be learned. And as a matter of fact, this creator does a great job of getting the audience involved. They recently did a daily challenge for most of the summer where they were offering a giveaway, but sending everybody off to do a small amount of research just to learn something new with every video. They've got a very short one here to see when we're connecting with creators. We always want to be looking for videos that are at least 3 minutes long. Better to watch longer ones if you can. But then as well, shorts on this channel have featured some Canadian winter weather there, getting into over 800 views, one over 1,700. Which is great to see. And they've passed their 1,000 subscribers now. And I'm just going to show you a second channel. Santa Claus North Pole Canada is another channel brought to us by the Numismaniac where we can get messages to and from Santa Claus, which I think is really, really cool. If you haven't already seen these, I'm sure you'll feel the same way. And then there's a couple of shorts on the channel so far, a couple of live streams to have experimented with, And Santa Claus North Pole Canada is not only active during the Christmas season, they actually get involved with Christmas in July for people who can benefit from that. And they're here with us frequently. And they've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for as long as I can remember. It's probably getting on 3 years now. So let's spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. And it looks like we're going to be looking at Canadian family life. So it's time for us to take a break. We'll go for 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play a clip from our new interview series. These are listed in a playlist and as a podcast. There are friends of ours that have been with us for several years that have long passed their 10,000 subscribers now. So I want to do interviews with them to really ask their opinion without adding a lot of my own. So I hope you'll find these fun as well as educational. They know exactly what we need to hear, being in the Superchat family, and I'll send you over there right now to have a clip from the very first episode in our interview series. One of the things that comes along with monetization on YouTube that used to require 30,000 subscribers is memberships, and that's open to everybody that gets monetized after 500 subscribers now, or just about everybody. So one of the things that creators will ask is how can they increase the number of memberships over time on their channel? What advice would you give to somebody to increase the number of members and watch that grow if that's something that's on their mind?
Yo, you better get your pencil out for this one. I take this part very seriously in my membership. Our membership is $1.99. It's low. Okay. And I did that intentionally. I don't have any other tiers. I have one tier. It's $1.99. It's the fun zone, basically. We have, 24 emojis available, and everybody gets a new banner or a new badge. And it's creative and it's evolving all the time. I change those out consistently. Sometimes during the holidays is a good example. I changed out almost every single one of those emojis for members. I must have picked up, and I think we're right around 600 members. I think we probably picked up an extra 100 because once Halloween came, everything changed throughout the entire holiday season. We're about to hit Easter, and I'm doing it again. So showing your members that you're changing, people love new things. They love it when it's new. And that's a simple thing that you can do. It's all free, whether you use Pexels or you use an AI generator, Midjourney. You can create all that so fast and so easy. It probably takes me to do, I see 24 up there. So I think it takes me maybe 2 hours to do every single one of those.
Right. Yeah.
And now you have a fresh palette all the way around.
That's a wonderful idea, so much so I'm holding myself back from laughing because I expect to take a page out of your book and probably do that on at least the Tuberchat channel. So thank you for that.
In encouraging everybody to join your membership program, or not so much encouraging, reminding them that you have a membership program. And as soon as you do that, everybody in your channel that's a member will start dropping those special emojis. Now, I tweak it a little bit too because I have the floating emotes. When we are in a non-emergency or eruptive time where we can take a breath and it's a little bit more relaxed, I have some pages, my live streams. When you do the emojis, they float all over the screen for fun. And then you see a large customized emoji that you can only get by being a member. $1.99 is not too far off. People love it.
Wow, that's gold. Thank you for this. All right, we're just about back. I see another couple of channels coming in. Together We Travel is here. Lucy Warren's World just came in. Big Dude has continued their membership, so thank you for that. That's another creator that inspires us in a spiritual way, and I always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, so I've got them on there. Rock Chick Beauty is next up. They dropped a super chat when we went on that break there. They've done that countless times before. They've been a friend of ours over 4 years now, and we always put Superchatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel, and in another little while I'll add a name to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. And then Canadian Family Life is up because we spun the wheel right before we went on that break. When we look at Canadian Family Life, now Tiffany let me know actually right after I talked to Jerry from Butler Family Farm, who we saw a little while ago, about the promotion system, and she had used it for a little while, up to about the 10,000 mark. And has, as far as I understand, paused that or stopped that for now, but we'll be interested to see how the channel continues to grow. The interesting thing about Canadian Family Life is they are one of the fastest growing channels in the Tuber Chat family and have been from the very beginning, right up to about the 3,000 mark. And we've been here for about 4.5 years now, so that says something. Tiffany managed to accomplish that in just over a year. This channel's monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. What we're going to find from Canadian Family Life are a lot of grocery hauls, a lot of cooking videos, some container gardening, a lot of family togetherness, and then Happy Mail videos, shout outs for other creators, and you'll likely recognize Tiffany because she's featured on dozens of other channels. She gets involved in a lot of StreamYard panels and things like that, and collaborating with other creators is a great way to grow your channel rapidly. Every time you're featured on somebody else's channel, you're all but guaranteed to grab yourself a handful of subscribers. The Bud Files, good to see you in the house. We got a few more highlighted milestone messages flying through the chat here, or one from Marketplace Boutique, so thank you for that. And then Nisa Faraway dropped a super chat as well, as did Rock Chick Beauty. So we're going to look at those two channels next, and then pardon me. So Canadian Family Life, they have a brand new video here. I wonder if this is going to be a vlog. Yes, she's got the hashtags for a vlog here. There's the container garden that I talk about all the time. And then I've put that video into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get caught up with them. Canadian Family Life posts frequently, usually at least a couple of times a week as well. She's got some shorts on this channel from New Brunswick that have gotten into 2,500 views, one over 2,800, one over 5,500, and then live streams on the channel as well. So not only is she featured on lots of other people's channels, she goes live a couple times a month. She's probably due for another one pretty soon. Usually the family is either peeking in or hanging around her. And Canadian Family Life is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who happens to be another fellow Canadian. Chris's Creation Fun is her husband. And his channel features some 3D printing. That's how it started. And then he got into some do-it-yourself videos, like working on grow lights for that container garden, and then working on the 3D printer, as well as working on some solar equipment. And I'm just curious as well how the 3D printing is going for Chris's Creation Fun. I've got something that I've been considering for a long time. I started shopping for 3D printers, but I don't know enough about them to go and make a purchase, and I probably would have made a mistake if I'd have jumped into that. I've got a lot to learn, but I need something probably soon. So I wonder if Chris's 3D printer is up and running and in full mode, then he might be able to do something that I need, if that's an idea. Chris's Creation Fun is working on 200 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther towards that milestone. Coffee Walks and Whatever, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Sister Winnie never forgets to give the thumbs up. I know that. She's been a long-time friend as well. And then, again, hopefully I'm not missing anybody as long as everyone's still active. We should get around to saying hello to everyone. And then Rock Chick Beauty and Nisa Faraway are coming up right now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So even after all this time and all these years, Rock Chick Beauty's been with us over 4 years now. And still, I am the slightest bit confused when it comes to the idea of the time change. I know not every country in the world does that, but I'm in the Eastern time zone and we do. So coming next week, we're going to be changing the time, I'm sure, back again. We always go back. We gain an extra hour of sleep, actually, is the way you look at it. At 2 in the morning, we set our clocks back as if it's 1 o'clock. So we gain an extra hour, and then in the spring we do the opposite. So we lose an hour. It sounds ridiculous, and in my opinion, it feels that way too, but we've been doing it our whole life. I don't know if Rock Chick Beauty does the same thing over there. So right now I'm guessing for her it's 2:30 in the morning. I think it's 5 hours ahead of us. Much later for her than it is for us, but I could be mistaken. And then follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you so much. Yes, those thumbs up really do help. Thank you, everybody. And then, Rocky Top Scratcher was Scratching Wolf for a long time. They changed their name, reset, and restarted the channel, but they've been a long-time friend as well. Rock Chick Beauty is working on 1,400 subscribers. I'm just going to grab our latest video, put that into that catch-up playlist that I keep talking about. The idea here is I wonder if somebody could reset and restart their channel. I never recommend it, but if it's something that needs to be done or something that somebody feels like they need to do, could they come back stronger and more solidly the second time around? So Rock Chick Beauty has done that. You can see that she gives a professional look to each thumbnail, even though every video gets a different look and thumbnail. But the bright, bold headshots will make her recognizable, which I believe will pay off for her in the very long run. This creator started with beauty and get ready with me type videos, moved into unboxings, and now even sponsored videos and other product reviews. And then Rock Chick Beauty will basically talk to us about all things alternative. When we look at shorts videos on this channel, she's gotten into 3,100, 3,600 views, which is great to see, and then live streams on the channel as well. She's usually on once or twice a month, so she might be due for another one sometime soon. And then, I always invite everybody, if you would like to message me, if you have especially a special event coming up, or if you're somebody that doesn't stream every day and stuff like that, by all means, reach out. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time as well. I will always make an effort to be there if I can, even if I'm not on a computer. So if somebody has like a monetization celebration coming up, or a milestone, or an anniversary or birthday or something like that, whatever I'm doing, I will try to get in there, even if it only has to be for a minute. But Rock Chick Beauty is an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. So thank you again for your super chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, but always appreciated. Nisa Faraway has done the same thing. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And very soon, I'll add a name to our wheel from our chat list, one of hopefully many. And we expect to still be here for over 2 hours. So, Nisa Faraway is working on 2,300 subscribers. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Nisa Faraway is going to give us a lot of information. See, I don't want to say history. That's not right. I think of this channel, what comes to mind is National Geographic or something along those lines, where we get information about the different wildlife that's featured here. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. You can see they've got the text going over the videos that will really help. That's something that became a huge trend when it comes to shorts videos. And my goodness, are we not all fighting left and right in the background of YouTube trying to get these 3-minute shorts working, which I haven't heard a success story yet. So if anybody, actually, let's do a poll, and forgive me, Nisa Faraway, I just don't want to lose the train of thought here. Have you successfully, I'll show everybody how you do this, actually. Let's do that. We'll move the window over here. While you're live streaming, you can just click on this. If you're able to watch in another window here, and you can just start a poll here by saying, have you successfully posted a 3-minute shorts video? And then everybody can let me know yes or no. If anybody has, I'll be really interested to know, because I've asked several people and none of us have had success. I tried to do one more than once actually already, and I didn't have success with it yet. And then Nisa Faraway is the reason I got into that speech, though, is because the you recognize this, especially if you're somebody who sees a lot of Instagram reels or TikTok videos where this has become quite a trend. But it works out on YouTube videos as well, especially if you want to watch and you can't have the volume at a high level for any reason. Shorts on this channel have gotten into 1,000, even 1,600 views, which is great to see. And then live streams on the channel as well. They've done a few of these up until 2 weeks ago, so they're posting these occasionally. Hopefully everybody will connect with Nisa Faraway. They've actually been with us for several months now. They make occasional appearances, and hopefully everybody will help push them towards the 2,300 subscribers we know they're thinking of. They dropped a super chat along with Rock Chick Beauty, so thank you both for that again. I really do appreciate that extra generous support, and now it's time to spin the wheel again. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Oh, I wonder if this is, I wonder if they're doing something now. They're live right now. I just have to see what this is. Oh, they're doing something different here. Let me roll over this. Oh, they're playing some kind of a game. The Bud Files are doing this kind of thing all the time. So this is an interesting channel. Most of you know Sue from the Bud Files. They seem to be everywhere all the time supporting other creators. I'm just going to grab their latest video. They've been posting a lot of lengthy ones lately. Lots of history on this channel, and the reason why is because they started with the intent of being modern-day archaeologists. The idea is to uncover history and digitally preserve it in video, which they do. They bring us a Way Back Wednesday series, for instance. That content can be just about anything at all, but this family is known for taking us out on a lot of adventures to some touristy and some not so touristy places. They take us to abandoned locations, cemeteries, graveyards, and the like. They've got some shorts on the channel, and they've really expanded the content over the last couple of years, so you get a little bit more of a fun look at the family here. Getting into 5,000 views and even 15,000 on one of them, and then live stream. So right now they're doing something. There's all kinds of family togetherness on this channel. You'll hear me talk about that all the time with different creators because I'm so happy to see that kind of thing. This family could be singing, dancing, playing a game. They bring us into their home. They take us out on adventures. So we really don't know what's coming next from the Bud Files. They've really evolved and expanded the content over the last 4 years. 2,400 subscribers is the next milestone. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to that, and then they're monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there, of course. Oh, I meant to put an emoji in that, but thank you, She Stole My Thunder. That is another over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They happen to be a fellow Canadian from the Montreal area, and we'll have a look at what they've got going on their channel in a quick second here. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away as soon as those things happen, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And thank you again, She Stole My Thunder. We're going to talk about their channel in a moment. I hope I said hello to Marketplace Boutique. I did put you on the wheel when I saw you come in a little while ago. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And let's close out that poll quickly today. And see. So, how many votes did we get? 24 votes. So I'm guessing that 2 people may have said that they have successfully posted a 3-minute shorts video. So forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat where anybody might have said that they have done that. But if you look in the YouTube studio, especially on a computer, YouTube will give us videos from their own YouTube creator team and creator insider team. And these give us updates about all the features that they're bringing to us, sometimes tips and tricks. But one of the things they announced was the beginning of 3-minute shorts. Now, I was under the impression that these were going to be a worldwide rollout on October the 15th. And it seems to not be the case. But if a couple of people have posted 3-minute shorts and had them work, then just please say so in the chat, and we'll keep our eyes on it and see if we can find those. I would love to know if anybody's had any success. So, She Stole My Thunder is up on the screen right now. And then thank you, 755 Media. Forgive me, I caught them for a live stream. I forget if it was yesterday or the day before. They've been a long-time friend as well. I think they've been with us for about 4 years as well. But it's great to have you back in the chat. She Stole My Thunder, like I said, from the Montreal area. Now, they let us know on their banner that they review books, art, and movies. They actually do a lot more, and they've been putting out quite a bit of what I think is history lessons here in the latest series of videos, and they've been putting tons of these out, my dear goodness, every day for a little while now. She Stole My Thunder will bring quite a bit of variety. One thing that I forget to mention with this creator a lot of the time, for those of you who've seen Flickr, some of us might say like, hey, remember Flickr? But it's actually been there the whole time. This creator has got over 200,000 photos in their Flickr account, and most of it is from what I've seen, is from like museums or galleries and things like that. A lot of history there, which is really, really cool, but that's quite an accomplishment. She Stole My Thunder is working on 2,300 subscribers. They've been over the top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter here for probably 4 years as well. They happen to be a silver member, so we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. They also have shorts on their channel. These have gotten into a few hundred views and beyond, working on 500 now. And then live streams on the channel. So they did one a couple of weeks ago. They tend to do these once or twice a month. A lot of this is either narration or storytelling. But once in a while, this creator will get onto Canva and bring us a tutorial. How to do thumbnails, how to do banners, and give us a little bit of help with that as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with She Stole My Thunder. And I'll give you her Flickr account. Flickr is what it was called. Or what it is called. I haven't used Flickr in a long time. But She Stole My Thunder is obviously a prominent influencer over there. So that is something that Flickr's been around since, I think, the days of even MySpace. I think it might be along the lines of Facebook, or maybe even earlier, because we used to use services like Flickr and PhotoBucket and a few others to host our images before web servers and things got powerful enough to hang on to everything for us. I would bet now that Facebook or Instagram is the #1 photo sharing site in the world, even though we wouldn't think of it that way. It just happens to be. So Flickr, as in like a light flickering, or possibly a camera, the flicker of a flash or something, if I'm not mistaken. Anybody can correct me if you know the truth about what the name Flickr came from or was inspired by. but that's a long time social network as well of sorts. I have been a social media enthusiast for as long as I can remember, since the days of CompuServe and AOL. I have always been enthralled, and I'm always curious to see all these different services and how they work together as well. Much like Reddit, I know not everybody here is somebody that uses Reddit. Reddit is used by, I don't even know where it's popular in the world. It doesn't matter enough for me to go searching for that. Reddit is just another almost message board kind of thing. You can think of it as an entire site dedicated to almost like Facebook groups. Somebody posts a link or a photo or a story, and then everybody has a conversation about it. But that's all it is. And what happens with Reddit, and the reason why I use it so much, let's show you what I am talking about here. We'll take She Stole My Thunder's latest video, and what I'm going to do, I'll give it the thumbs up first of all, and then I'm going to click the share button. Now you see Reddit comes up first for me because I use it every day. So I'm going to copy the URL, I'm going to click on the Reddit button, up comes Reddit. We have a subreddit there, which is basically just our own group or our own area. Anybody can post any video there. I'll put the tag video instead of a live stream or a community post, and I'll paste that link in there, and then I post. You see how easy that is to share. Now when we look through the TuberChat subreddit, which is what it's called, you can think of it almost like a Facebook group. You just dig through here and you see all these different people's videos and things like that. We've got 458 people in here now that are part of the TuberChat family and occasionally posting when they have new videos and things like that. Reddit is very known for heavy, awful, severe trolling. But that's only really because I shouldn't say that, but there's a lot of different reasons for it. But one of the biggest reasons is because people might post something where it otherwise should not be posted. Not that people know. Reddit tends to be very severe when it comes to punishing people before helping them understand the rules or guidelines, let's just say. And that's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right. So when somebody is posting on Reddit, what can happen is it's also a big search engine within, or has a search engine within it. If somebody happens to be looking for, let's say, if I'm pronouncing this right, the rebirth of Valeria, if somebody happens to search for that in the next little while, or She Stole My Thunder was the last video to be shared on Reddit right before somebody was about to search for that, it might come up for them. As well, Reddit is going to give people random posts. It's kind of like the other algorithms from YouTube, from Facebook, from Instagram, from TikTok, trying to figure out what we're going to like, what might trigger us, or something we might want to see and interact with. So there's a good chance you're going to get your content out there. I have heard in the TuberChat family that a few creators have received traffic from Reddit where somebody said, hey, I found you on Reddit and came in, especially gaming channels. But it's not focused on gaming at all. It's got everything on it, just like YouTube, just like Facebook, just like Instagram. And then you can always get to that website by She Stole My Thunder's channel. So if you make friends with She Stole My Thunder, and you come over here and like you'd see, first of all, it's listed right there. If you're on a computer anyway, you're going to see it right away. But hopefully everybody's checking out each other's other social links while you're making friends and connecting with each other here in this community as well. And then hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. And then Little Lego, things like super chats and memberships are not available in every region and not on every device either. So I have trouble with it all the time. Lately, I haven't tried in a couple of days. I hadn't been able to send super chats. I'm trying to think if I did. I think I sent a super chat today, and I think I gifted a membership either today or yesterday. So I do those sporadically, right? And here in TuberChat, it's unnecessary. I don't want to solicit it at all. Social Media Grow Show's firing one through right now. He's done that countless times before. But I had to resort to using an Android phone to try to get that done. So there's a lot of glitches on YouTube. And, I was snapping the other day about that kind of thing, how I wish they would fix the things that we want fixed before worrying about things that nobody cares about, like rounded corners on our thumbnails, and then, the color of notification buttons and things like that. It's so unnecessary compared to making things work properly when you think about the user experience, if we want to put it that way. So Social Media Grow Show is our friend Commander Vlogs, and he's got a channel dedicated to live streams similar to what we're doing here. We've been great friends a long time, and you will always meet new friends and family members for your channel when you're over there. He's dropping a super chat right now. I'm going to get his channel up next, but that will be after we take another break and after we see Just Jason Keto and more, because I did spin the wheel already. I think I missed something else in the chat too. Big Dude, forgive me, also gifted a membership, so thank you for that. I'll put your channel up right before Social Media Grow Show. Big Dude's done that kind of thing countless times before as well. That's a creator that always inspires us in a spiritual way with positivity. And Herman the Great Variety Show, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. So, 99 Midnight Gamer. My suggestion when it comes to donations on other platforms is just to make sure you're well versed about the YouTube terms of service and community guidelines. They don't like when we cut out the middleman, but we can. And in almost every case, people do. I don't use other platforms like PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or Patreon and things like that here in the Tuber Chat channel, just because we're so razor sharp focused on YouTube that I want to make sure that we stay that way. Those are the kind of things I'll consider outside. But there are lots of ways to monetize a channel. Lots of people have things like Amazon wish lists where people will, you're able to purchase a gift for somebody and have it sent right to them. You don't even have to do anything, and it can come as a surprise, which is kind of cool. And then there are things like PayPal, Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee. PayPal is pretty straightforward. I know in the US you have like Venmo and Cash App. I'm in Canada. We don't have those. But people can send each other basically money directly. People are probably using cryptocurrency for some of that now as well. And then things like Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee allow people to subscribe in the same way that we would talk about memberships on YouTube, so they can offer to pay a certain amount of money per month to make sure that that creator continues to make the content that they make, if that makes any sense. So there's lots of different ways. And if you wanted to think about those, so that's a way. And then some of the platforms like we're using around our YouTube channels can help as well. So like Streamlabs, Stream Elements, both have ways to incorporate that. Izzy Scott, good to see you in the house. We put your channel up right at the beginning of the stream. You were the second channel in because of that super chat you sent the other day. So I just wanted to make good on that. But that's an idea. So 99 Midnight Gamer, if you search that out on either ChatGPT or Google, you're going to find a few other suggestions as well. And then, I haven't used them myself. I haven't used Patreon or Buy Me a Coffee myself. And I usually don't push too much when it comes to the idea. Some of those things here, especially in Tuber Chat, I never talk about those things. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It just doesn't come up because we talk about memberships and super chats and super stickers and super thanks and all that stuff. It's important for us to focus on that so that people who are especially brand new to YouTube that come into the Tuber Chat family can learn about this stuff, especially from each other's experiences. And thank you, 755 Media. You're absolutely right. There's always a great mix of channels here, whether they are brand new and here for the first time or whether they've been with us for years. And then, so Big Dude, what happens is, like, for instance, you just gifted a membership, right? And here in the Tuber Chat channel, memberships start at $4.99. Now, that currency changes throughout the world. YouTube does this special, it's almost like a tiered system. It's hard to explain. But basically what they do is they pick a psychological number that almost matches value so that people will continue to engage in that way in different countries. And what I mean by that is a membership in a channel like this is $4.99 US, but it's also $4.99 Canadian. For anybody doing the math, you know that $5, $4.99 Canadian is only worth about $3.80 or 90 cents, something like that. It's not worth $4.99 American. Canada's dollar is much weaker, and there's reason for that as well. But what happens is, in the case of the membership that you just gifted, YouTube will take 30% of the money that comes in. They take a cut off of everything we do, let's say, and that they claim is to run their operation, pay their people, pay for the web servers, bandwidth, electricity, and everything else. And then we receive 70%. The only thing that you have to remember is that we also, in almost every case, are going to have to pay income taxes on that, or taxes of some sort. Now, it depends if you're self-employed, if you're running a company and running a YouTube channel as a business, but you're going to have to talk to an accountant and an attorney about that. I am not able to give financial advice, especially here, because I'm in Canada. And it only makes up probably 10% of our audience in the Tuber Chat family. Even though we've got some Canadian friends that come by every day and it feels like there's more, it probably only makes up about 10% of the audience. I think it's the third or fourth most popular country in the YouTube channel, aside from the US, the UK. Jamaica was up there for a long time. Something like that. Yes, not financial advice. Driving daily. And thank you as well, Social Media Grow Show, for the share. And I think you slipped in another super chat there as well. So thank you for that. They're not registering. You know what? Actually, I should have mentioned it. I didn't think of it. Scratch and PPA picked up exactly what was going on the other day. So I think he's right. We just have to watch a few more of these things on a few people's channels. Super stickers don't seem to go into the event list. At least not on mine. So I'm using the Streamlabs one, of course. Super chats work, but super stickers do not. So that seems to be the case. And it was interesting when you picked that up. Yes, and then thank you, Nisa Faraway. During my work season, which is usually during the good weather months, lasts about 8 or 9 months, from March or April right to around December, I work on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday outdoors, so I'm only able to do late streams on weekdays unless we have rain or snow, which is rare, especially in the next couple of months. So I don't often do these late streams, but lately we've been doing more than I thought we might, just because my work season has actually picked up a little bit and looks like it's going to continue for another few weeks. So that's why we also don't have a schedule here. We move the streams around. Two old guys, vintage and resale. Good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. And Michael's Adventures, our dear friend, is in the house. He was dropping a premiere at the beginning of our stream. He's on every day at 9 a.m., sometimes 9 p.m. as well, but he's a beloved and dedicated moderator, so we've got him on the wheel now, right up there with Scratch and PPA. So let's go for another break. I said we were going to do that. We'll go for 3.5 minutes, and then we'll come right back with Just Jason Keto and more, and then we've got a couple of channels to go through. Big Dude and Social Media Grow Show will be up next. We'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And then thank you for those Social Media Grow Show, and there it goes. Yeah, that's the key then. I got to go look if there's a... oh, pardon me, I'm making a note for myself. I'm going to go see if there's a setting that I don't have engaged or something, but it would have been probably set to the default. And then, okay, thank you everyone for the patience. We'll go for this 3.5 minutes. Right before we do that, I'm going to play another clip from our interview series. These are conversations that go on for about an hour or 2 hours long between them. All of the creators featured in the interviews are longtime friends of ours. They've been with us at least for 3 years. And all of them are longtime friends and have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. Well, thank you for that. So it's interesting that we're talking about shorts already. We've got a lot to go over today. But since you've mentioned it, that's one thing that I was planning to ask is the idea that you can give us, regardless of, like, you know, a lot of people are going to have different opinions about whether shorts are helpful. Some creators have broken off into separate shorts channels and things like this. But in your experience, now going through what you have with shorts, what advice can you give to somebody just in the beginnings of their YouTube journey before their 10,000 subscribers so that they can have the best chance of making shorts work for them as opposed to against them?
So ultimately, you've got to have a passion in what you're doing. There's no point in, say, I'm going to do videos on fixing cars when you have no idea on how to fix cars.
Yes.
Okay. I am more shocked at what people are willing to sit there and watch than actually do it. I did over the Christmas period, I was given a huge model to build and I live streamed it. It's not quite finished yet. I've still got another day on it. So it'll be another like 8 years. So I was basically doing 4 to 6 hour live streams of building this kit. And people were turning up every day, having me in their background or in the background, watching me and listening to me while I was effing and jeffing at this kit. You know what I mean? And if they've got a passion for what you're doing, they're more likely going to watch that passion from you and push. So if you are going to set up a YouTube channel today, if your passion is walking, record it.
Yes.
But make sure that you envelop and make sure that what you're saying and what you put in the video is aimed at the audience. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. When I do a YouTube video, I don't think I'm talking to 50,000 viewers.
Yes.
I'm talking to one person.
Right.
So if you create a video of your passion, make it personal that you're talking to that one person that's watching you. If you see what I mean, you know, you are just talking to one person. So create the video for your best friend. So he's going to say, you know, and people will become endowed by that. They'll listen to that because you'll be like their friend as well. So that's my one tip, I think, is to make sure that you make the videos not personal in your life, personal about what's on the footage, and that you're making that video for your best friend.
Right. That's great advice too.
Yeah.
Each person, yes, is looking through their own set of eyes, regardless of who they're with.
Yeah.
All right, we're just about back, and we're talking about Just Chasing Keto and More, who's going to find us a healthier way to think about chocolate and peanut butter. And I say they might as well pay us in chocolate and peanut butter, because it's, if you knew how much money I spent on that nonsense, you'd understand it might be a benefit. But Just Chasing Keto and More does a lot of recipes on his channel. He's always thinking about healthy eating, healthy living, and he actually has more than one video that involves at least chocolate, if not peanut butter, or both. This creator actually talks about a keto-based diet or lifestyle, and because of his product reviews along with the hundreds of recipes on the channel, he can help us make sense of some of the ingredients and find a way to get to the things that we love without too much compromise. Like, for instance, this Zevia zero sugar soda pop. In Canada, we call it pop. There's the chocolate and peanut butter treat right there. He just did a new one. This is one, actually, there was one of the first videos I ever remember watching from Just Chasing Keto and More involved him taking a treat that's already out there. I can't remember for the life of me. It was chocolate and peanut butter together as a flavor. What he does, melt it down and then turn it into smaller bite-sized snacks. And, that's for, if I was to guess, portion control more than anything else. It's been years since I watched that video. Just Chasing Keto and More is another fellow Canadian. He's only a couple hours away from me, so we've managed to meet up a couple of times already, for which I was grateful. He just got back from Keto-Palooza last week, and he has been bringing us some really informative content. So here was a video he posted last week, and then another one tonight as well, where he's gotten into, this is, I missed Dr. Camberry's, he said, and this one was from Two Crazy Ketos, who I believe we've seen before. I'm not sure if they came in here or if I know them from Jason's channel. He also does product reviews, and his recipes on the channel are always simple, easy to follow, and feature only a few ingredients. I'm screaming at the camera again. When we dig through his channel, we're also going to find a lot of guests that join him, and they can share their life experiences, their tips, their tricks when it comes to staying in ketosis or keeping into a keto-based diet or lifestyle. Once in a while, he'll bring us something different, like some fall colors. It's beautiful right now in Ontario, Canada. And then he might unbox a GoPro or take us out to see some Christmas lights when it's time. This creator as well has gotten shorts that give us a hint about healthy looking grilling shorts that have gotten into 4, 5, and 6,000 views and beyond. One over 22,000. I've seen that one too. Live streams on the channel. He's got one coming up next week. Oh, actually just in a few days. Sunday? Am I right? So this will be interesting to see. He's usually live every Thursday at 7:30 Eastern. That's why he dropped a premiere today and last week. He's monetized, lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Over 3,200 subscribers now. And, I say of channels of this size that there must be much to be learned from them, as well as entertained and inspired by, because of what they must have been through in their YouTube journey to get to a level of 3,000 and beyond. Just Chasing Keto and More is monetized, lots of ways to support him when we get to his channel, and he's got a vibrant community that will join in when we have questions and comments during his live chats. He also once in a while will bring us a cook-along live stream. These have come as a bit of a surprise, but he's done a few of them. We're hoping to see a few more. And then Wheatsart, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Donald Lazy Duck is a brand new channel in the Superchat family, but I wonder if we knew that creator before, or if they're just here for the first time and the channel's fairly new. Matt and Mouse, good to see you here. I think we saw that channel a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken, here in the Superchat live streams. I could be mistaken. And I'm not sure if Kit Kat is actually a Canadian chocolate bar or not. We call them chocolate bars in Canada. I know in the States it seems to be more common that people call them candy bars. At least that's what I've seen in TV and movies, but we call them chocolate bars. And then it's odd when you have something that's more candy focused, let's say. But I think Kit Kat comes from a company here called Nestle, if I'm not mistaken, that makes a few different things, like Aero. I'm not sure if you guys know what an Aero chocolate bar is. Coffee Crisp, which I'm certain most of our American friends don't know what that is. And it's delicious. Yes, it tastes like mocha or coffee. And then there is our version of Smarties, which you just have to look that up and see. I won't be able to explain it to somebody who's never seen that before, but they are something that Canadians grow up with, let's just say. So, aside from all my chocolate talk, hopefully everybody will connect with Just Jason Keto and more, and we will get the reins back on our healthy eating and healthy living. And then Big Dude is coming up next. So let's see what they've got going on right now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Thank you, Stitching It Up, Capturing Country Life. Thank you for being there the other day. Most of you know I have a personal channel as well outside of Superchat, and I live in Niagara Falls, Ontario, Canada, just a couple of hours away from Just Jason Keto and more, and Scratch and PPA, actually. We're all fellow Canadians in the same triangle. But I was born, raised, grew up, and continue to work around Toronto a lot of the time as well. I can't always get out. I use every excuse in the book, like everybody does, not to get things done. I procrastinate like you wouldn't believe. I am truly a professional procrastinator. So I don't get out to live stream as much as I wish. I can't do it weekly. That is for sure right now, and probably not until the good weather ever comes around again, which is probably March or April. Can I even think about doing something like that weekly? Because things are about to get cold. And thank you, Scratch and PPA. I forgot about that super chat. Backyard Trucker dropped a super chat earlier, right before Social Media Grow Show. I think right after Social Media Grow Show, actually, because he was dropping super stickers and stuff. Carl from Commander Vlogs and Social Media Grow Show likes to get his name onto the top of the event list there that's down in that corner there. But thank you for asking. So I forgive the long speech while I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, which is not working out today. I try to go out and do some outdoor live streaming occasionally, but Niagara Falls is known as the honeymoon capital of the world. I'm just lucky to live there. It is an absolutely gorgeous place to see, a wonderful place to live, and oh, Little Lego. Yeah, I came into one of them. I can't remember which one, whether it was the vertical one or not. A lot of times when I'm on YouTube, I'm working on the computer at the same time. So I come in and say hello, and I might be like glancing to a computer screen at the side and looking over at the chat once in a while. I'm usually there for a few minutes and then back to work, but I let things run, if that makes sense. Big Dude is up on the screen right now. This is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who inspires us in a spiritual way. He's got a few different types of videos, a bit of variety on the channel, but if you dig through some of his content, you'll find a lot of Bible study here. That gives you a hint as to what to expect. He's got a few shorts that have gotten into 15 and 25,000 views, and then live streams as well, where Big Dude brings us some more spiritual inspiration. And now I see a little bit of video gameplay as well. So I've got Big Dude's latest video in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to see what they did at that outdoor adventure. And hopefully everybody will connect with Big Dude and push them towards the 4,300 subscribers we know they're thinking about. They got a lot of content, 1,300 videos on their channel now. And thank you, Big Dude. He gifted a membership earlier. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. We always put Super Chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away when those things happen. And then we'll get back to spinning the wheel shortly. And I'm actually overdue for adding a name to our wheel from our chat list, so I'll do that very, very soon. Social Media Grow Show is coming up right now, and Just Jason Keto and more is dropping a super chat. But they're actually doing it so we will look at Matt and Mouse channel And forgive me if I was mistaken whether I saw them here or maybe I met them through Just Jason Keto and More. But we're going to put their channel up on the screen right after Backyard Trucker, who also dropped a super chat earlier. And I haven't said it often enough lately, but things like super chats and memberships are absolutely unnecessary here in the Tuber Chat live streams. Always appreciated when they happen, of course. But we will get to adding names to the wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of the stream. We'll do that shortly. What I'm going to do right now, Carl's going to be on in a while. Let me see if he's going to be on. Social Media Grow Show, are you going to be on for longer than an hour? We're going to be here until what will be, for me, midnight. That means you'd have to be on for well over an hour to catch a raid if we were going to do that. Lisa J. Stocks, forgive me, I thought I saw you come in earlier. I'm about to get you onto the wheel right now. And forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. So Social Media Grow Show, this is Commander Vlogs. He's been a friend of ours for over 4 years as well. He's been with us since the beginning, basically. And he's been doing this the whole time as well. He used to do this on his original channel. And he's now started a channel dedicated to growth streams where people can go in and out and meet new friends and family members in a similar way to what we do here. And then thank you. So Social Media Grow Show, he's going to be on for a couple of hours. So I'll show everybody how to do something in a quick second. Let me get into the Tuber Chat channel here. We'll look at how to do a live redirect. If you go into the customized channel, you'll get into your YouTube studio. I can go to my content. You can see the live stream, the one that we're in. When I get into the editing area here, I can go to customization. And at the bottom, you'll see a live redirect. This is where we can do what we call raiding. Raiding is the way we describe it on Twitch, but it's actually called live redirect here. And what you can do is add a video. You can add one of yours if you've got one coming up, or you can get a list of a bunch of your friends or channels you subscribe to that are going to have live streams or premieres running, or you can add a URL if you know that something's coming up. So we like to pre-arrange these. All I have to do now is click save, and we know that automatically when it's time for Social Media Grow Show, well, they'll be on long before we finish today, but we know that after our live stream, we can go right over there, and Commander Vlogs is going to be introducing us to more creators. So if you want to go back and see that, it's at about 1 hour and 22 minutes into episode 769 of Tuber Chat. And then Social Media Grow Show is working on 2,200 subscribers. He goes live every day doing these growth streams. A little bit of variety in the shorts videos there. And then if I show you Commander Vlogs' original channel, you're going to see that he's now over 41,000 subscribers. He's been at this a long time, since longer than we've been even started. Excuse me, Tuber Chat 4.5 years ago. I forget when he started. 2017. So quite some time. He's monetized, of course. It's pure variety here. There's the Commander. He's given us a behind-the-scenes look at the Grow Show there. But when you dig through his channel, you're going to find a lot of product reviews, a lot of stories to be told, a chance to get to know the creator. Shorts on the channel. Some of these have done really well. He's got almost 3.5 million views on one of these, which is great to see. And then live streams are occasional as well, and he could be doing just about anything indoors or outdoors. So hopefully everybody will connect with Commander Vlogs, and after Tuber Chat tonight we'll go over there and raid in, as we've done a few times before. And thank you again for the super chats and super stickers, Social Media Grow Show. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. He's done that kind of thing countless times before. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. So I'm just adding Lewis Acre Farm Karma onto the wheel right now. I'm going to remove a few names shortly, so hopefully our members will stay active so I can keep them on there or get them back on there if I remove a few names. Stay Hall, good to see you in the house. That's another longtime friend. Good to see you back in the chat. I caught them yesterday or the day before. And then Backyard Trucker is working on 1,200 subscribers. We would love to push them towards that milestone. We got another channel to look at in a moment, but Backyard Trucker also dropped a super chat earlier. He's done that kind of thing countless times before. This is a self-employed small businessman, a truck driver. He often will do his own repairs and other DIY or do-it-yourself type videos on the channel. He literally could be doing almost anything here. He let us know when he started the channel he will be putting up anything and everything that we could possibly find entertaining to see. When we get into shorts over here, though, we see some of his dash cam footage is done really well. 12,000, 13, and even 14,000 views. Then live streams. This creator's live just about every single day. They take us on the road with them. Sometimes they're out by a fire, and sometimes they're collaborating with Marketplace Boutique, who is also in the chat as well. There she is right there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Backyard Trucker. And this is another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. And thank you again for another super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated always. And then, yes, thank you, Stay Hall. And let us look at Matt and Mouse in a second here. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. So I had thought maybe we'd seen this channel in the chat, maybe even more than once, but I might be mistaken. I might have seen them out in Just Jason Keto and Moore's channel. He dropped a super chat so that we would look at this channel, and we've seen creators do that generous type of thing many times before. This is the first time we've got them on the screen, so I see these are fellow Canadians as well. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take your latest video. I'm going to put this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and put the notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you have our notification bell on as well so you don't miss our further live streams. We're usually here at least 3 times a week. We mix up the days and times so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Oreo Mouse, Dollhouse, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. And Donald Lazy Duck, I'm imagining this is not their first time in a what we call a growth stream. Forgive me, because I asked if we knew that creator already, if it was your, we might know you from another channel, or if it's actually your first time here with us. But forgive me, because I often ask questions and then don't catch the answer in the chat. But hopefully you're meeting some new friends. And hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat as well. Rocky Top Scratcher's coming up right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. Rocky Top Scratcher is our brand newest member today, so thank you for joining that membership. And again, that means I'm going to add your name onto the wheel as soon as we see you in the chat every day that you're here. The Stock Explorer's back in the house. Nora is one of the most supportive creators I've met in my YouTube journey of over 7 years now. I've got them onto the wheel with Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA because they happen to be a beloved and dedicated moderator here and one of our longest standing members. When we look at Rocky Top Scratcher, we see lottery ticket scratching, which is a huge category and genre on YouTube. I'm just going to grab their latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Superchat is that I get to know the channels over time, and then over weeks and months by watching videos, hanging out in premieres and live streams. I get to know the content, and if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, and Twitter some of the time as well. We see a few shorts and live streams here, so I'll look forward to getting to know your particular brand of lottery ticket scratching as some more time goes on. But they got 300 subscribers right now. We'd love to get them a few extras just so that we can keep that milestone locked in. And I will spin the wheel and we'll get another channel ready to go. And Brown Girl Bella is coming up. I may not have said hello to her while she was in the chat earlier. Actually, she might be live right now. We'll see in a second here. Brown Girl Bella goes live every Thursday. She calls it Bella After Dark. And the conversation can go just about anywhere once it gets started over there. She might not be live right now, actually. Oh, she just finished. She just finished half an hour ago. Brown Girl Bella has been with me since long before Superchat even started. She's a friend of about 5.5 years now. And if you can imagine this, I'd already been on YouTube for a couple of years, but then I started to get introduced to a few people who were in the small YouTuber community, and they started introducing me to all their friends, and it felt like almost a college party. There's Brown Girl Bella right there. And these creators got together and said, hey, come with us. We're going to introduce you to all our friends. Everybody supports everybody. It's really cool. And I was inspired by that generosity, so much so that that is actually what brought out the idea for the channel Tuberchat. There were many, hundreds, maybe even thousands of growth stream channels before we started, but this was focused on the friendships that would be made from the things that I learned from Brown Girl Bella, from Elevate with Vern, even from Commander Vlogs in the early days, and we continue today. So Brown Girl Bella has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter all of this time. She's still a silver member here, which means we see her channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And she's one of our longest standing members, actually. You can see that right there. She just gifted a membership as well. So thank you for that. Social Media Grow Show. We'll be happy to have that, I'm sure. And then Brown Girl Bella is now working on 5,500 subscribers. She's starting to grow really rapidly now. Over 1,100 videos too. Now, one of the things that I always talk about with her is the idea of true branding. She instinctively is able to bring you into her world. The idea behind getting a membership on her channel means getting Bellafied, for instance. And she does a great job of that. She does a great job of not following the crowd, but more paving the way for her own channel and her own audience. I'm just going to grab her latest video and I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. Were you actually in Paris? Forgive me for not knowing. It looks like, yes, my dear goodness, Kristen's going to be happy to see this video. And then Brown Girl Bella could be doing just about anything. A lot of Get Ready With Me and beauty videos here, but she could be giving us a chance to get to know her or doing other product reviews. Shorts on this channel can feature any kind of variety. They've gotten into 10,000 views and beyond, but you can see she's a dynamic creator. You can tell that right away from her thumbnails. When we get into the live streams, she's been known to do 2 series called Sunday Sips and Bella After Dark for as long as I can remember. She's been doing these for years. And these can feature either Get Ready With Me type live streams. She might have StreamYard panels. And, of course, lots of conversation when we get to the Thursday night live streams as well. Of course, she's monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including Super Chats and memberships when we get to her channel as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with this over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Thank you for another gifted membership today, Brown Girl Bella. I really do appreciate that. And I hope everybody takes inspiration from the stories that I tell about how long some of our friendships have gone on. I can't remember how long every channel's been friends with me or with us or with each other and things like that, of course. But some are easy to remember just for the fact that they were there before we even started. So that's Brown Girl Bella. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel ready to go. And then, so text to speech is a lot of fun, but I don't use it here in the Tuber Chat live streams just because I literally never stop talking. If it wasn't for those pre-recorded clips, I'd be talking for 3 straight hours. So there's not opportunity for that. But I have been hearing it, especially more and more as more creators are starting to get into Kick. And we've always had friends on Twitch and stuff like that. And text-to-speech is something that can entice more interaction, especially things like super chats and this and that, or memberships, right? So you can set text-to-speech, for those of you who've seen that before, where somebody can type a sentence in the chat and a robot voice or a AI voice will speak it for you. You can do it with Trump, you can do it with Kamala, you can do it with Peter from the Family Guy, you can do it with all sorts of different voices. And a lot of times what people will do is they'll lock that up. So they say that if you're a member, you can use it. If you're not a member, you can't use it. So it makes people like, oh, I want to be a member on this channel because I want to do it. It's really funny, or it can be. But yeah, that's something for... I consider it on my other channel, but I don't know. I see it getting a little bit wild. You have to really reel that thing in. People find ways to... spell correct and get it to say things I would never want said on any of my live streams, but I tend to be a lot more skittish than most. And there you go. Yeah, set it to members only, for instance. Trish the Natural is up on the screen right now. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. And then thank you, Little Lego, for a super chat. Absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated, of course. We'll put that channel up next. You're going to love it because we're going to go on a break before I put it up, too. But I do appreciate that, of course. Trish the Natural is up on the screen right now. This is a creator that's going to talk to us about natural hair care as well as more health, beauty, lifestyle videos. This creator's expanded her content over the last couple of years. And as you can see, she's a dynamic creator. It's interesting here because Trish the Natural gives a perfect depiction, if that's the right word to use, when we think about what we can expect in a video. She displays that on the thumbnail, and I think that's going to do really, really well for her in the long run. If somebody's already enjoyed one of her videos as a viewer and then another one is presented to them, they'll likely be inclined to click on it because the creator, first of all, is extremely dynamic, and then they received exactly what they expected when they clicked on the thumbnail. You can see she gives every thumbnail a professional look to, and again, we're talking about bright, bold headshots that make her recognizable. She's got shorts on the channel. These bring pure variety, but they've gotten into 27,000 and 42,000 views now, with some tributes to some celebrities there. 2,500 subscribers for Trish the Natural now as well. And she's got quite a few live streams here, sometimes on her own, sometimes she collaborates with others, like I Am Betty J Gathers there. You can see them both having a good time there. And well, you've got our notification bell on so that we can catch if she's going to bring out some more live streams. Trish the Natural has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter ever since finding the Tuber Chat family, and she's been with us over a couple years now as well. So, hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat. I'm going to clean up the wheel a little bit in a moment. We're going to go for another break right now. We'll go for another 3.5 minutes, and right before we do that, I'll play another clip. These are hopefully seen as educational tips and tricks that we can use, but the reason I play these clips, and so often, is for two reasons. First, I can take a break, so my voice will last the 3 hours that we need it to, but because I want to give you a small idea of what to expect in these very informative interviews. There's 4 of them on the channel now. They go anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. They are packed with real-world knowledge from creators who have done the things that we're doing now and have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. So one of the questions that's going to come up, especially when we've got a channel that's just grown, I mean, you guys have content getting into like well over 200,000 views, and people are always going to want to know how they can get more views on their video shorts and streams. So what can you tell us in your experience that you would give somebody as advice now?
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you're the master at this one.
Don't be afraid to go back and change the thumbnails and the tags and the titles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to do that. It doesn't have to be the exact same as it was when you posted it. If you have a better idea for a title or a thumbnail or a description or anything like that, go ahead and try it. Because no matter how many times you change it, YouTube is going to pick something.
Yep.
And it might push it out more. More people might like maybe the colour scheme on it or the wording on it or something like that. And that'll help bring more people in. That's what I think anyway. Because we were afraid to do that for a long time. And then when we started doing that a little bit, we noticed a bit more growth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's my opinion. What do you think?
Well, a lot of what Danielle said is spot on, but the thing about it is that's what's great about YouTube. You have that space to just go, you know, I didn't like that idea the first time it went up. Like, we've had thumbnails and we've had tags, we've had hashtags and stuff. We thought, oh, this is gonna go, it's gonna be the best thing ever.
Yeah.
No, it just went straight into the toilet.
Yeah.
But that's fine, because the beautiful part is you can go back, you can change it over, you can go, I'll experiment with this. Sometimes it could be, now this is what is crazy about YouTube, could be a tag changed, it could be the title. Like, as much as people go, it's the thumbnail, like the title does play a major part, because like if you turn around, let's say a plane flying in the sky, or you turn around and say a plane does a nosedive and then lands perfectly, what sounds better? Maybe that might work for some people, but see the way the two titles, like, well, I can just look at a plane, or oh, what's going to happen here?
Right.
I don't know why I used the plane, but that's just where I went for it.
Yeah, but you're absolutely
just the
right.
contrast of like titles and tags,
It does make a difference.
it does. It's like from our experience anyway, it has. Like, we've went back and sometimes we just changed the thumbnail, and that did make a big difference. Like that what thumbnail we doing on? We done it on one of the military videos, and we done it actually the Star Spangled Banner video.
Okay.
We had the original thumbnail for that. We thought was the best thing we ever made. Got rid of it. See, this is what happens. Like a month later, we're like, "Wow, this is the worst thing we could have ever put up." And I know people are probably going, "No, it's really good," but this is what happens in your own head. You're like, "Wow, this is like not great," but we changed it to that one, and we love that one, and probably next month we'll change it again. But don't be afraid to change around your content and really experiment with what's out there.
That's great advice. All right, we're just about back. We're going to look at Little Lego. This creator dropped a super chat before we went on that break. We always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen as soon as those things happen, and then after a short period now, I will add another name to our wheel from our chat list based on who's been most actively engaged in conversation over the course of today's stream. We still have over an hour to go if everybody would like to stay that long, so we got lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen. Little Lego is somebody who's here with us just about every single live stream. And they are working on 400 subscribers now. We'd love to push them a little bit closer towards that milestone. April Showers Network and Crystal Sparkle, good to see you both here. And Jose Fantasticville, good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I did clear a few names off of the wheel, so if any of our members are still listening or watching that haven't been seen yet, just please stay active in the chat and I'll get you onto the wheel again. And then Little Lego started with Lego, as you can imagine. They do a lot of live streaming now, actually, as well. I think they let us know they have about $25,000 worth of Lego in their collection. They're playing some Lego video games as well. I love those things. The Lego video games are one of my favorite things. Especially Lego Star Wars. I think I played Lego Batman. I forget what other ones. When we look at shorts on this channel, we see some Lego builds here, getting into 1,000 views and beyond, and then live streams are frequent. This creator's doing something interesting because they got a second channel, and I'll show you that in a moment. I know they changed the name of their channel, but I'm going to see, yeah, here it is, Little Lego World. What they're doing is live streams on both channels, where they will bring us a vertical live stream and a horizontal live stream at the same time. So we'll set notifications for these, and I caught them for one of these the other day. I can't remember on which channel, but they do bring these out frequently. And then as well, they got shorts over here on their Little Lego World channel, a little bit of mix of yarn and Lego together. And then videos are posted occasionally here as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Little Lego on both of their channels. They're here with us, like I said, just about every single live stream. And like I said, we always put super chatters and membership gifters onto the screen right away as soon as that happens. They dropped a super chat before we went on break there. And I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Absolutely unnecessary, always, but very much appreciated. And then we're going to look at April Showers Network right now. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. When we look at April Showers Network, we see another creator who's a longtime friend, and she is going to bring us updates on music, talk shows, everyday events. It's literally pure variety over here. I see you got a couple new videos. I'm going to take the longer of the latest two, and I'll put that into my catch-up list. That one's from a few months ago, but I can see I'm behind. We're just going to grab your shorts videos and have a look at those. They've gotten into 4,800, 5,300, one over 21,000 views. Wow, which is great. And then live streams over here as well. April Showers Network is on frequently, as you can see, pretty much daily, and talking about all kinds of newsworthy topics. So hopefully everybody will connect with April Showers Network. They're working on 2,200 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. I'll spin the wheel. We'll get another channel coming up on the screen in a second. It's going to be Scratchin' PPA. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. When we look at this creator, we see a beloved and dedicated moderator. Scratchin' PPA, of course, is one of the most supportive creators that I've met in my 7 years on YouTube. And he's been here for well over 700, approaching 750 Tuber Chat episodes, if you can believe that, for hours at a time, literally. These live streams couldn't be what they are. I'm sure everybody will agree if it wasn't for our moderators. We have very few here. There's probably a group of about 20, but about 10 of them come in frequently and have been for the longest amount of time. I got a few extra people who've been with me since before we started. But Scratch and Pete PA as well, I refer to him as a shining jewel in the Tuber Chat family. He brings an interesting twist into his video productions, and I believe the biggest reason why is because he contemplated what he was going to do before he did it. I knew this creator as PA before he became Scratch and Pete PA, set up his lottery ticket scratching channel, which features 2 lottery tickets every single week that are pitted against each other in the Scratch Challenge series of videos, where he gives us the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if we follow him on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. I don't know if I'll ever stop calling it Twitter. But I follow him, of course, and it makes his series unique, and it's a lot of fun to be a part of course. When we look at his premieres, he drops these every Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern for almost 4 years consistently, if you can believe that. This creator as well, if you can catch us for one of his premieres, you're going to find one of the fastest rolling chats in the Tuber Chat family. Faster than this, faster than most others. He rivals those of Hilda DC, the Stock Explorer, Garden State Gardener, VS Speaks Royally, and a small select handful of others. It's very fast-paced, very high energy, a lot of fun to be a part of. Scratch and Pete PA has presentation at the forefront of his mind. You can see his bright, beautiful avatar is matched by content in the thumbnails on his videos, along with a hint about the giveaways that happen in his video series. His banner's updated every single week, and his video editing skills have been complimented ever since his very first production, well over 4 years ago. This creator's monetized. Lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there. Last year, he took a trip to Italy and expanded the content on his channel, pardon me, where he brought us some vlogging style shorts, which were unique at the time. But I have a feeling with the new 3-minute shorts that are supposed to be coming, we're going to start to see a lot more of that. So Scratch and Pete PA can be seen as somebody who paves the way, a trendsetter, if we want to call it that. And then some Italian lottery tickets followed in his shorts videos. He's also got a live stream here, his first ever. I know a lot of people will be excited that he's expanded the content on the channel, and he gave us a look around the areas he was visiting in Italy while he was there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and Pete PA and push him towards the 2,200 subscribers we know he's thinking about. I see Southern Bell Auctions is in the house. And then 99 Midnight Gamer. So I don't add a lot of mods here for 2 reasons. Number one, we're lucky enough not to need a lot. Moderators, every moderator here has been a friend of mine for at least 3 years. Only one of them has been less than 4 years, as a matter of fact. And if you can imagine that, that's a big part of it. They're all well seasoned. They all moderate on dozens of other channels. And they know, first of all, how seriously I take it, which is too seriously at times. But they all care very much about the YouTube journey and the family around this channel and their own communities as well. Now, lots of other creators certainly would be considered as, for moderators here in the Tuber Chat channel, but it's just not necessary. Some of the things that we do is I use 4 of the chatbots, right? We'll check on those right now. I always forget. Nightbot, Streamlabs, Stream Elements, and Botrix now. And 2 reasons why we use so many chatbots. One is because I like to know how they all work so that we can talk about those things here. Secondly, they can alleviate some of the mundane duties that, we rely on moderators for that just tie up time. We don't have to ask, the Stock Explorer, Michael's Adventures, and Scratch and Pete PA to remind everybody to follow us on Instagram. It's really the least important thing, let's just say. So the robots can can do that once every half hour or once every hour or whatever. And that allows the moderators to be able to enjoy the stream as well. And I don't want everybody to have to, be thinking about moderating our live streams while we're here. YouTube's given us a few tools over the years, like that 20-minute time limit that everybody had to wait before they could come into the chat here. It really helps, I promise you, because most trolls, even though they'll still come in, they have, they'll leave if they get banned, and then they'll just make another account. But most trolls don't have the patience to wait out 20 minutes or half an hour or whatever you're going to set it to, unless they're really on the attack, and then you can just dial that up or turn it back if you need to. But those kind of things really help. We've got a banned words list that stops people from saying some horrifying things in the chat as well. That way the moderators don't have to delete things and time people out and all that. So we're lucky we don't have a lot of that trouble. And thank you, Rushing Wind Mountain. Yeah, I know you're usually here for the whole live stream. So forgive me, I did remove your name, but I put it right back on. Ghost Boy Gaming, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Ghost Boy Gaming is, oh my dear goodness, I'm going to embarrass myself because it's been a while since you've been in the chat. Oh, it's our longtime dear friend. Oh my goodness, Scratch and PPA, please save me. Remind me Ghost Boy Gaming's other channel name. I'm thinking Kelly Family Adventures, because we got this channel that's been coming in here frequently, but it's not. It's Kelly Bullock. The Bullock Experience. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. I've done that to a couple of people over the years. I try to get to know channels. I try not to... you certainly don't want to forget anybody, especially people who were there for so many years. The Bullock Experience has been with us for about 4 years. But it becomes harder as time goes on. That goes for all of us, right? I haven't been over to his channel in a little while either. But, when you're following hundreds of other channels and you literally start to get into years, it's already hard enough. YouTube mixes things up with the algorithm as well. And it's right about now that things should be changing or already have changed. You might see a big change again. They always do it around the time change, around Halloween. And what will happen is some of the channels you see every day that you get their notifications and things, you're going to start slowing down on those. And then all of a sudden you're going to start to see channels you haven't seen in a while, or a lot of brand new channels. You'll be like, hey, why is things a little bit different this week? And this happens over and over and over again. But the Bullock Experience and Kelly Bullock behind that channel has been an over-the-top, generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter all this time. But he's got that Ghost Boy Gaming channel as well. So thank you for coming back in. Forgive my long speech. And Bella's Whisper Farmstead is up on the screen right now. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. And Big Family Expedition, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And then Bella's Whisper Farms, Lil Lego's making me laugh. Bella's Whisper Farmstead Kristen is going to bring us homesteading on a budget. If you watch the last few videos, you're going to see that she's often with Mike. Sometimes they're together. Sometimes they even do some separate work here, but it's great to see the help that Kristen is getting on the channel. She's everywhere all the time. Here in Tuber Chat for every live stream, out supporting others. I run into her constantly when I'm out in different premieres and live streams. She's working on 1,700 subscribers right now, and this creator is going to bring us homesteading on a budget. Now, most of our homesteading friends are going to help us save money in a lot of different ways, but on this channel, it happens to be deliberate, and Kristen and Mike together do a really thorough job, both of making the videos that they produce, but secondly, considering what they're going to do before they do it. So this is a channel I actually really enjoy. The latest video is like a trailer. Jake Huston is a friend of a lot of ours. He's been a part of the Tuber Chat family for several years now as well. He started making some theme songs with an AI system a couple of weeks ago. Those came as a surprise to a lot of creators, I'm sure. including here in Tuber Chat, and I'll play that for everybody in a few minutes here. Pardon me, but Bella's Whisper Farmstead took her theme song and put this as a trailer and cut a great video that gives you a perfect 3-minute chance to get to know the channel and what to expect. As well, shorts over here have gotten into 2,600, 3,300 views and beyond. And then when we look at live streams, we see that up to a few weeks ago, Kristen's been taking us outdoors several times. So we'll see if she's going to keep these up. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we possibly can for each other and making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Rushing Wind Mountain, look at that. The wheel is working for you today. The odds are ever in your favor. I had cleaned up the wheel a little while ago. What I do is over the course of the stream a couple of times I'll remove a bunch of names. I know not everybody can be here every day, and certainly not for hours every time we're on. So occasionally I'll remove a few names from the wheel just so we can get to more newer channels, let's say, or channels we don't see every day. And when we look at Rushing Wind Mountain, we see Ruby. You'll hear them referred to in the chat by name often. They're here with us every day. They've been with us for almost 4 years as well. 4,300 subscribers. We would love to push them towards the 4,400 we know they're thinking about. And then thank you, 99 Midnight Gamer. When we look at Rushing Wind Mountain, we see a channel from the Pacific Northwest that is going to bring us nature and wildlife videos. They've been mixing things up a little bit lately, but typically what they bring us are pleasing visuals, pleasing audio, so more fall colors there. And you get an idea whether the videos are 1 minute long or whether they're a few hours long of some of the pleasing, almost ASMR type content that we're going to get here. When we get over to shorts videos, you might find some humorous moments, because this is where we start to see a lot more wildlife in all 4 seasons, of course. When we get into the more popular ones, they've gotten into 11,000, 12,000, 16,000. And when we get into live streams, we see they've done a lot of these as well. And these are a bit of an experiment, a bit of a mix. They've experimented both with horizontal and vertical live streams. They found some great success, getting pushed out a couple of times by the YouTube algorithm. We're looking forward to more. So like I keep saying, we got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. We'll spin the wheel, and Lisa J. Stocks is coming up. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuber Chat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And Lisa J. Stocks is up on the screen right now. So I know we're talking about some big wins with lottery ticket scratching channels. And wouldn't it be wonderful if the creators who receive those big wins will be able to maximize the impact of the income that they'll have when they get that, if that makes any sense. We think about that with monetization here as well on YouTube. Of course, 99% of us in the Tuber Chat family are thinking about monetizing our channels in different ways. There's lots of ways to do it, but when the revenue comes in, we would love to maximize it. Lisa J. Stocks and a few other financial channels like the Stock Explorer and some others that are here regularly will help us with that. Now, Lisa J. Stocks will talk about beginner topics as well as advanced ideas. She gets into dollar cost averaging, dividends. She talks about ETFs, portfolio allocation, and this creator is very forthcoming about her own investment plays. Specifically, she talks about saving, investing, building wealth, and staying out of debt together. When we get to shorts on this channel, we see that she's gotten into 5,700, even 7,600 views on a couple of these. And live streams are frequent on this channel. Sometimes she's by herself. Most often she's got a guest. She introduced us to Prez the Investor a while back. These creators are constantly doing live streams where they're taking questions and comments from the chat so that they can give us insight as to the way that they think about investing and the kind of ideas they might pass on to others. Luxabel, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Good to see you here, and hopefully I haven't missed anybody In the chat, Sean the Great Gamer has been with us many years as well. And Natalie Nicole's ASMR is in the house. Good to see you here. She's been another friend of about 4 years also. And let's spin the wheel again. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. I'll soon get some more names onto our wheel from our chat list. We can stay up to another, probably beyond half an hour, maybe even 40 minutes or so. Lots of time to put lots of channels on the screen, and then we're going to raid into Social Media Grow Show. He's already on, and we can meet more friends and family members over there with him. When we look at Crystal Sparkle, we see a creator that's going to take us out to a lot of conventions, a lot of outdoor content here. I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this in my catch-up list. Obviously a dynamic creator and lots of guests on the channel in these outdoor adventures. They also took us for a different type of video the other day. Look around the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden. I never got a chance to go there. I only went to Cincinnati once in my life. I was, people always, I think when you visit somewhere else, like somewhere far from where you're from, it almost always seems that everybody's overly nice. The people there are wonderful, everything's so great. But Cincinnati was really full of a lot of really nice people and was a spectacularly clean and well-kept and tidy city. I think there's a bit of, pride of community there, if you want to call it that. Crystal Sparkle is going to bring us shorts on the channel that have gotten into 2,700 views, went over 18,000, and then live streams on the channel as well, where they're taking us out for some more adventures, and once in a while a little bit of a different type of video. So Crystal Sparkle as well is not only here in Tuber Chat for just about every live stream, but they're also always engaging true conversation. And when you engage true conversation in anybody's live stream or premiere live chat, you're really sending true engagement signals into the YouTube algorithm that can really help. So let's think about spinning the wheel one more time. And we're moving a lot faster now, but what we'll do is we'll take a break. We'll make this one a short one. I mentioned Jake Huston earlier making theme songs for a lot of YouTube channels. Like I said, it came as a surprise, but he made a theme song for us as well. So we'll go literally for 3.5 minutes. We'll come back with Chef Mama Bliss. I'll add some names to the wheel and we'll come right back.
Are you out there grinding day by day, creating your content, trying to find your way? You're dreaming big, but it's hard to stand. You need a crew who understands the plan. From your first of thousands up to the watch time grind, there's a place where creators come to shine. Join the wave, the movement, the vibe. With Tuber Chat, it's your time to thrive. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. The first 4,000 hours to the rising stars. Tuber Chat takes you far beyond the bars. No more struggling on your own. With the fam around, you're never alone. Exclusive perks for those who believe in the power of connection and what you can achieve. Your channel's your vision, we're here to help it grow. Join Tuber Chat, get in the flow. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise. Together we're strong. You've got the passion, you've got the drive. With Tuber Chat, your channel will thrive. So hit subscribe, join the team, let's build each other up, live the dream. Are you a small YouTuber looking to connect? Tuber Chat's got your back, come get respect. Grow your channel, get your content seen, with loyalty, badges, and perks so clean. Custom emojis, link drops too. Get featured and join the crew. Tuber Chat is where you belong. Together we rise, together we're strong. So join the ride, it's time to shine. With Tuber Chat, success you'll find. Let's grow together, it's what we do. The future's bright when we rise with you.
All right, we're just about back, and we are looking at Chef Mama Bliss right now. I added a couple of names to the wheel. Home Bartending with John, forgive me, I took your name off earlier, but I see you're still here, so I've got you on there. Fever Dream Animation, along with Driving Daily and Jevin Richardson have all been added. We'll get to as many channels as we can in the next, let's say, half hour or so. When we look at Chef Mama Bliss, we see somebody who is not only a CFO of a catering company, but also is helping people learn how to do some of the professional work that they do. And when we look at their channel, we see delicious looking content, of course, for the most part. Then we get into shorts videos here. There's a little bit of variety on the channel, but most of this is more delicious looking content. 400, even 500 views on a couple of these shorts videos, and then one live stream so far. We've got notification bells on in case they're going to put out some more content. We can hopefully, it's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other, making sure we catch as much content from each other as we can as well. Sweet Acres Koi Farm, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I've got them on the wheel. And then It's Me Alec is also in the house, a very enthusiastic creator. They're another longtime friend, and their membership has been going on for several months, so thank you for that. Home Bartending with John's coming up right now, and I've got It's Me Alec on the wheel. So we always add members onto the wheel as soon as we see them in the chat, but we'll get through as many channels as we can, like I said, in the next half hour or so. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. So Home Bartending with John has two different one-of-a-kind channels here in the Tuber Chat family. First of all, what he's going to do is teach us how to make some of the world's most popular cocktails from the comfort of our own home. And often he'll give us different variations as well, depending on where you are geographically, or if you've seen different recipes in movies and television. You know, some people make some drinks in different ways. He also will bring us collections, like for instance, 6 easy to make shots or shooters, as well as low-calorie cocktails, non-alcoholic mocktails. And as you get to know John on the channel, he'll do requests as well. He's done a couple for me already, for which I'm grateful. He also has tons of product reviews on the channel and comparisons. It doesn't have to just be beers. He's got liquors, liqueurs, and more, and these obviously can help us get an idea as to whether we might like something before we go out and spend money trying it. And then Home Bartending with John has experimented with live streams. We'll see if he's going to bring those back in the future. We got notification bells on for every channel. And then when we get to shorts, we see that he's gotten into 2,500, won over 8,600 views, which I think that one still gets views today. And then The Pipe Guy with 2 E's, by the way. I'll catch his handle and put it in the chat. The Pipe Guy is another one of a kind in the channel, and I say that because I haven't seen this kind of creativity ever. If it wasn't for this channel, he is making industrial pipe lamps and industrial pipe art. He's got a couple of shorts here and a video with a Star Wars theme already, but this is really unique. He's already got 62 subscribers on the channel. We'd love to push him towards the first 100. We know it's an exciting and important milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. And this is the same creator behind Home Bartending with John. We'll spin the wheel and we see Marketplace Boutiques coming up. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Now, Michael's Adventures is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. He's been with us long over 4 years as well. He's here for every stream he can be. He gave up his spot on the wheel today, but he's somebody who goes over and above when it comes to helping others, especially with watch hours and things like that. So he's monetized now. He's in the first level of the YouTube Partner Program that happened, I think it was 2 days ago. I forget. I'm losing track of what day it is of the week all the time. I feel like today's Friday, but I know it's Thursday. And then, so he's working on 4,000 hours now. But Michael's Adventures is somebody who posts every day, and usually in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, and often in the evenings as well. Marketplace Boutique is up on the screen right now. You mentioned, you hear a lot of us talk about Jody in the chat. This is who we're talking about. And she is posting videos like wildfire the last few days. This creator started a e-commerce business in around 1998. She lets us know that on her About page. She was looking for an career change and wanted to spend some more time at home. She gives us the ins and outs of buying and selling online, particularly with platforms like eBay. She's expanded the content on the channel over the last long while. The magic comes in finding the right things to buy and sell when we're talking about eBay or e-commerce. But Jody now takes us out as well for different adventures. She recently gave us another Canva tutorial to show us how to make some emojis. Those are important. You heard our clip from Two Pineapples talking about how you can adjust your emojis. You can go back and change those as many times as you want as well. Membership badges and things like that. Canva's a free program and app that's easy to use. Kathleen's Place, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Marketplace Boutique is monetized, lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. When we get there, there's Jody in a lot of these thumbnails. Shorts on this channel bring pure variety. So a lot of these are outdoors, 12,000, 14,000, 19,000 views. And then live streams on the channel as well. She's bringing us a few different spectacular looks. My goodness, the fall colors over here. Sometimes she's by the fire, sometimes she's on the water. And then sometimes she even takes us shopping, and she's often collaborating with Backyard Trucker, who we saw earlier as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Marketplace Boutique, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter who's working on 1,500 subscribers right now. I'm hoping we can get her a little bit closer to that milestone. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Two Clowns, One Cannibal is an interesting name for a video. Fever Dream Animation has got 135 subscribers right now. They've changed up their channel a couple times. They got a brand new intro. I haven't seen it yet. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to get caught up with them. Playlists can be a great tool for staying organized and keeping caught up or getting caught up with your friends. Shorts on this channel have gotten into now 500, 600, even on the way towards 700 views, and then they'll give us an idea in their About section about the kind of things we can expect on the channel in animation. And we'll spin the wheel. Fever Dream Animation is here with us for just about every live stream as well. And I really do appreciate that. I know we got a lot of friends who make an effort to be here as often as they can. And I know how tough it is, especially when we were doing pop-ups for a long, long time. For the foreseeable future, I'll continue posting in advance, at least by a couple of days. The next live stream will be Sunday. I'm expecting 4 p.m. Eastern. But I'll set it when I'm sure. And then, thank you, Rushing Wind Mountain. The Stock Explorer is Nora, and this is a creator who's also here as a beloved and dedicated moderator, one of our longest standing members. And the Stock Explorer has dressed up their channel for Halloween, which is great to see. They've got a new video series on the channel that features scratching with strangers, because they added lottery ticket scratching into the channel about a year and a half ago. And they've really expanded the content, but primarily what they've done is talk to us about the stock market with a little bit of crypto as well. I actually have a small story for you, the Stock Explorer. Few people know that I dipped my toe into the arena of home crypto mining this year. I'm just doing a small amount, and it's really not significant yet. Whether or not I'll make videos or anything else, I haven't decided quite yet. But I've learned quite a bit, and there's a few channels that I follow who are seasoned. They've been at this for many years. One of the channels that I follow, I was watching an informative video for something that I needed for my own mining stuff, let's just say, and I was surprised to find out that this creator is very heavily backing Dogecoin. They're actually converting a lot of the stuff that they mine into Doge, believing that is going to be one of the biggest movers in the upcoming said bull run that we're expecting for 2025. So we'll see. The idea is that a lot of people believe that if Kamala wins, their bank accounts are going to go up a little bit. And if Trump wins, our bank accounts are going to go up a lot. So that's the idea. There's really no way to lose, but we'll see. Of course, never take financial advice from me. There's lots of reason for that, but I am very interested in this stuff, and the Stock Explorer and I share a love for Dogecoin, let's just say. We talk about it often. So the Stock Explorer also brings us the stock markets and a little bit of crypto. They're often talking about individual stocks. They've often got product in hand. There's Doge right there. You can spend Doge in a few places, apparently. When we get to shorts videos on this channel, there's more variety here. Nora's bringing us pure variety in shorts videos. 2,800, 4,000 views, 11,000 views on one of these. That one still trickles in a few views, and then live streams are frequent on the channel as well. This creator often brings more lottery ticket scratching, usually battling with other creators with other channels. Collaborating is a great way to grow your audience. You're almost always guaranteed to grab a small handful of subscribers when you're featured on somebody else's channel. Otherwise, the Stock Explorer might have charts and graphs for us to see. They might be talking stocks and crypto, or they might be having friendly conversations as well. They got StreamYard panels, and I've joined them on their channel before as well. They're monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. They're one of the most supportive creators I've met in my 7 years on YouTube now. They're one of our longest standing members, and they're here as a beloved and dedicated moderator. And this is a second channel from Nora called Tropical Buzz, where they seek to educate us about plant life, some of which is already there, some of which they're going to grow themselves. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Superchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. So the next channel we're looking at is Driving Daily. This is another creator who's here with us just about every live stream, for which I'm grateful. I know not everybody can be. I know we got some friends that run the stream in the background as well if they're busy or working or driving and things like that. And I always appreciate every moment everybody can spend. Driving Daily is working on 1,200 subscribers right now. They got a couple of lengthy videos here, which is great. So I'm going to give you almost a full watch hour there with that 50-minute video. Lots of drifting on the channel, but lots of car shows shows as well. I tend to call these classic car shows, but you see just as many done up and modified brand new cars as you do classics and restored vehicles as well these days. So hopefully everybody will connect with Driving Daily. Obviously a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Lots of talking head videos on the channel, a chance to get to know the creator, and then shorts over here as well. Some of these have done extremely well, 17,000, 35,000, which is great to see. And then live streams are an experiment. They've done one before. We'll see if they're going to do those again. We got notification bells on for every single channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. Next up is Lewis Acre Farm Karma. This is another creator here that is usually with us every day. Lewis Acre Farm Karma has got a lot of homesteading type content on their channel. And when we look at this video, they're actually often inspiring us in a spiritual way as well. They get involved in collaborations with other creators, and they actually use their live streams as a place to introduce us to a lot of new friends. Meet Me Monday is a series of interviews, some of which we're going to recognize the creators that are featured, but they've also got a few people we haven't met yet, or I haven't met yet. Lewis Acre Farm Karma might take us out on an outdoor adventure as well, and then they got shorts on the channel that fall mostly in line with the rest of their content, but they've gotten into 2,500, even 6,100 views on one of these, which is great to see. So hopefully everybody will connect with Lewis Acre Farm Karma. We'd love to push them towards the 400 subscribers we know they're thinking about. What we're going to do right now is take one more break. We'll go for another 3.5 minutes, and right before we do, I'll play one more clip from our interview series. It's from the latest episode that was uploaded a month or two ago, just over a month ago. And these are all conversations, like I keep saying, that are between an hour and 2 hours long. Very informative because they come to us from friends that have been with us for several years. All of the creators featured have long passed their 10,000 subscribers. So I noticed that you also mentioned subscribers for a quick second there when you're talking about especially the effects you put on the screen or the end of your video. Don't forget to subscribe, things like this. What else can you tell us, especially for anybody just starting their YouTube journey, about how to get more subscribers for their channel?
Still back to just asking. Like, you would be surprised how many people don't say subscribe to my channel.
No.
Just a simple hit that subscribe button, you know, I would appreciate it. I don't do a whole lot of promoting, but promoting your channel works very well. I think honestly, if people can feel like they have a connection to you, if you're talking, if you're giving great information, if they sort of feel that vibe, they're going to naturally be like, oh, I like this person. But sometimes people will watch and just never subscribe. And sometimes it's just because they just don't think about it. And it's like, oh, I didn't even realize I wasn't subscribed to you. So that one little ask is sometimes all the people need to just, subscribe to the channel. I think also realizing that not everybody is going to subscribe. Realizing that they might watch your video, but for whatever reason, they just don't want to subscribe to it. Or they just come there for that one reason, that to see that video, and now they're going to go. I think having people promote you is a good thing. And that's also something I think should naturally happen.
Okay.
I know a lot of us, when we start out, we think we have the best ideas, the best personality, and we're going to blow up overnight. And it just doesn't happen like that in the real world. You know, it's going to take time, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with, you might never hit 10,000 subscribers, and that's okay. Be there for the 400 that are coming back, you know?
Yes.
Be there for the ones that are coming back and show them that you appreciate them being there, because eventually those are the ones that will mention your name to somebody else.
Yes.
Or, you know, those, if they don't, but they're still coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to be okay. And I think that's what a lot of new vloggers need to learn. You have to be okay that you might not blow up. You might not be
Right.
as fabulous as you think you are. You know, somebody is still going to be like, no, I don't like her. And that's okay. That's
Right.
okay.
All right, we're just about back. We're looking at It's Me, Alec. This is an enthusiastic creator who's been with us a long time. I added a few more names to the wheel while we were gone. I added Ashley Anthony 20, Big Family Expedition, and Ghost Boy Gaming. So we'll get through these channels as quickly as we can. As well, I dropped a link that's for Social Media Grow Show. He's doing a live stream very similar to what we do here. Carl, Commander Vlogs, the creator behind the channel, has been a dear friend for a long time. So we'll go over there and raid. I'll come over there as well. We'll leave Tuber Chat running for an extra 3 minutes after a few more channels so that everybody can clean up their connections here. But you'll be welcome to meet more friends over there as well. It's Me Alec is going to bring us pure variety. Sometimes they might be playing a video game, but a lot of talking head videos on this channel. A chance to get to know Alec. 200 and 400 views on a couple of these shorts. As they post more and more, they'll likely grow. And then as well, live streams. This creator's on frequently, usually with StreamYard panels. The conversation can go anywhere once they get started. It's Me Alex at 152 subscribers. We'd love to push them towards the 200 we know they must be thinking about. For anybody that's brand new today in our chat and here for the first time, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Ghost Boy Gaming is another longtime friend. Now, this is a special gaming channel that comes to us from the creator behind the Bullock Experience. It's a very popular name for a channel, so I put the handle in the chat in case anybody needs that to find them and make sure you've got the right channel. They got a really cool logo there. Ghost Boy Gaming is going to mix up many different popular titles for video games here. Shorts on the channel. They've done quite a few of these now. They've gotten into over 1,500 views on one of these, which is great to see. Live streams, up until many months ago, they seem to have been doing those frequently. We'll see if they're going to continue. We'd love to push this channel up towards the first 100. We know it's an important and exciting milestone in everybody's YouTube journey. Next up is the Bullock Experience. This is the creator who brings us Ghost Boy Gaming, and the Bullock Experience has been another longtime friend. They've been with us almost about 4 years as well. And then when we look at their videos, I'm just going to grab the latest. This is a surprise unboxing video. It's fishing first on this channel, and I've hung out with them many times, even in live streams where they take us fishing. As you can see, just even a month ago I caught them, luckily. They live stream somewhat frequently. We'll see if they're going to pick those back up, but they've also got shorts on the channel getting into 2,800, 3,200, 6,200 views. A bit more variety here, but you can see that this creator is another dynamic host on the channel, and like I said, they've been a long-time friend, another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. We'd love to push their original channel here, the Bullock Experience, towards the 1,400 subscribers we know that they're thinking about. And then Big Family Expedition is coming up in a quick second, and this is an interesting story for a channel as well. If you'd like to swap playlists with anybody in the chat, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody is free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then Ghost Boy Gaming, yeah, maybe you're getting caught up in the weather that the rest of us have been hearing about. It's been a very extreme year, it seems, or extreme season for the Eastern Seaboard again. Big Family Expedition is up on the screen with 940 subscribers. They're getting close now. They're officially on the road to 1,000. I'm hoping we can push them towards that exciting and important milestone. I can't tell. I think you changed that banner recently, but I've seen it before, and I could be wrong. Forgive me if I'm completely mistaken about that. They've got a new video here, which is really cool. They just put this out a few days ago. So this channel is doing something that is common. They've taken a school bus and converted it into a full-time RV for the family. The interesting story here that you can read on their About page is that they were already living on the road. They settled down for a little while, added another family member, and hit the road again. Now they've gone to Alaska, and we can follow them on that journey. So that's the latest video that they've posted. They've got shorts on this channel as well that have gotten into 2,600 and even 10,000 views, and I believe that they recently said they're expecting to bring back some live streams again. They were doing these frequently. I never actually caught one, but hopefully I'll catch one if they're going to bring these back. So Big Family Expedition on the road to 1,000. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Emotion New Soul, our dear friend, he's been with us for just about since the beginning as well, 4 years now. And beloved and dedicated moderator, I've got him on the wheel. We'll spin and see who's coming up next. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other that thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to get that done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded to give that thumbs up from time to time, especially when I'm on a phone. Likely everybody's heard of train spotting. I don't know if it's appropriate to use the word plane spotting, but that's how I describe Jevin Richardson's channel. I think they've updated their banner and avatar since the last time we had them up too. They're going to find all kinds of aircraft and bring us a look. I'm hoping to catch a rollover here. I don't know why most of their videos are not rolling over. But you get an idea from some of these rollovers what they're bringing us along with their thumbnails. Jevin Richardson is somebody who's here with us frequently and always engaging conversation in the chat. They're working on 1,900 subscribers now. They got a bit more variety in their shorts videos. A couple of PlayStation videos have done really well. 18,000, 42,000. And then Jevin Richardson, like I said, is a longtime friend. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. I think they've even been with us well over a year. It could be almost 2 years. Oh, and then, yeah, Ghost Boy Gaming, those tripods. I have another one up on somewhere. Maybe oh, here it is. I'm using it. You can see right behind me. I forget. I think you have a plastic one. This is one that came out after. It's like an updated model. But I was using it for a camera review the other day. And, yeah, I still use the thing all the time. Every time I'm out. I was just in Niagara Falls on the weekend doing a live stream. And I use the gimbal, which is, I use an Osmo 4 from DJI. I haven't upgraded yet. But I use it with that stand. And I still stand. It's incredible. I love the thing. If anybody wonders what on earth I'm talking about, I have a review on my personal channel. Lots of our friends have that stand now, but if you see that, I literally use that all the time. Sweet Acres Koi Farm is up on the screen right now. If I've missed anything in the chat that anybody's meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. And then, yeah, we don't do giveaways all the time, not frequently at all, but we've done a few. We usually have done them for, I think it was our 500 and 600 and 700th episode of Tuber Chat. Try to do something special every 100 episodes, and as you can see, it's only going to be a few months now. Again, a couple months. It might happen. I'm not sure if it's going to be before Christmas this year that we're going to get around to episode 800. And then, yeah, I don't know what's going on with DJI. They seem to be mixing things up, and they let the competition take some market share. So I got to really look at stuff before I'm going to think about upgrading. I love my Osmo 4 gimbal, and I'm sure everybody's happy with their 5s, and I think they have a 6, but I just haven't upgraded because I like it that much. Maybe that was one of the biggest problems, right? Sweet Acres Koi Farm is another creator that's been with us for several months now, and they've started sending friends over as well. 1,100 subscribers is the next milestone. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 1,100 we know they're thinking about. They've got a few different types of videos, all outdoors on the channel, or mostly outdoors, and then they're going to educate us about fish, about tanks, and everything that goes into that type of idea. I'm still learning from the channel, so I'm dancing around my description here. When you get into the About section, you'll see that they'll describe exactly what we can expect. When we get into shorts videos, they've gotten into 7,800, even 15,000 on one of these, which is great to see. A little bit of variety in those shorts videos also. Live streams, and they've done a few of these up to 4 days ago. And it's been a month since I've caught them. Hopefully I'll catch them for another one of these. They seem to be doing them a few times a month. StreamYard panels, of course. And then I've got the notification bell on. We all do for every channel. That's in the spirit of doing as much as we can for each other. And then, yeah, so GoPro, Oh, what a disaster. So GoPro is obviously a fantastic camera, or at least that's my opinion of it. And I've had a couple now. So I've owned a 5, and I now own a 12, which I have not actually used. I've turned it on. I meant to use it. I haven't used it yet. And I've tried a 7, I think an 8, and a 9 that belong to other people. There's nothing like GoPro. I know they have competitors and this and that, but we still, like, you know, when a company's that great, they're like the Harley Davidson, the Disney, the Nike, the Apple of cameras, right? So we use GoPro. But when it comes to gimbals and stuff, I thought DJI had a stranglehold on the market, but it seems that they also don't. So there's other competitors out there. I had received a long time ago, my girlfriend is very considerate about the gifts that she's given me over the years, birthdays, Christmas, anniversaries, and stuff like that. We're lucky to be able to do that. But she gave me once a gimbal for my GoPro, and you can imagine after they changed the size and shape of them, after the 8 or 9, I think it was with the 8, now the gimbal doesn't fit. So whether it can be retrofitted or I can jimmy something together to make that work, I'm unsure. But that's a consideration as well. Ashley Anthony 20 has 138 subscribers. We'd love to push her towards the 200 we know that she's thinking about. Thank you, Ghost Boy Gaming. And then Kathleen's Place. I'm going to put your channel on the wheel right now. We got time for another channel here. When we look at Ashley Anthony 20, she's got a brand new video. This is a cool game. I play a game very similar, 8-Ball Pool. I wonder if that's the exact same game. She's just using a different type of table. I've played this game with Kid Wonder as well, who's here with us frequently. He's been another friend of like 5 years. It just happens to be a game that I played on my phone like for many, many years. I'm going to grab this video, put it into my catch-up list so I can stay caught up with her. She's got shorts on the channel as well, repurposing a little bit of content from TikTok and this and that, but you get an idea of the fun things she's doing in some of these shorts that have now gotten into 2,900, which is great to see. Hopefully everybody will connect with Ashley Anthony 20. She's here with us for just about every stream and always engages true conversation when she's here. If you have the ability to share this stream, whether it's on a community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I'll appreciate it greatly. It helps get a few more people into Tuber Chat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead as a replay because of the engagement signals sent into the YouTube algorithm when you share. So next up is Kathleen's Place, and this is a channel I'm still getting to know. 910 subscribers right now. They're going to give us some information on the About section as to what we can expect from the channel, and I'm just going to grab the latest video. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That will give me a chance to get another piece of content watched. One of the things I like about putting channels on the screen here in Tuber Chat is that I get to know the channels over time, and then by watching videos, hanging out in premieres and live streams, I get to know the content. And if you want to connect on the outside social networks, I'm always happy to get to know creators in that way as well. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. And then I see that Kathleen's Place has shorts on the channel that bring a lot of variety, getting into 500 views on the way towards 600, and then live streams. She's got one coming up, and it looked like it was meant to be today. Am I mistaken about that? And then she seems to be doing these. She might have done these years ago and then has started picking those back up, so that'll be interesting to see. We got notification bells on for every single channel, so of course we catch each other as often as we can. Indiana Backyard Gardener, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. I'm going to get to your channel in a quick second here. Emotion New Soul is a beloved and dedicated moderator here. They've been with us for about 4 years as well. This is a talented singer and songwriter, and he's got a couple of channels as a matter of fact, and he brings his original works onto his official artist channel, usually in the form of music videos. I can see I'm behind. I'm just going to grab the latest one, put that in my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with him. This creator often does live performances on the channel, and he rounds things out with some shorts as well as reaction videos. He's gotten into 1,400, 1,700 views on those shorts videos, and then as well live streams on the channel. These can be tiny desk concerts. The creator might be doing a compilation or playing live, and then I see that they've got some new merchandise as well, which is really cool. It's great when creators are hooking up the store on their channel. Of course, he's monetized lots of ways to support him, including super chats and memberships when we get there, and he's working on 9,600 subscribers, which is great to see. When we look at Writing with Emotion New Soul, we see another channel from this creator. I'm going to grab his latest video, put that in my catch-up list. I can see I'm behind. He's working on 800 subscribers over here. And he's giving us a look at not just how the music is made, but the man behind the music as well. He rounds out this channel with some more reaction videos and some shorts, and then possibly compilations or live performances will happen in the live stream section as well. One of the most supportive creators that I've met in my YouTube journey. I hope everybody will connect with Writing with Emotion New Soul and his original official artist channel. And Indiana Backyard Gardener is going to be our last channel for today. Let's see what they've got going on. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent today. I really do appreciate every moment everybody can be here. I know not everybody can be here every day, and certainly not for hours at a time every time we stream. I know we got a few friends that run the stream in the background, and of course we always have friends who peek in and say hello. Our next stream is expected to be Sunday afternoon, probably 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll post it tomorrow as early as I can. And then we're going to go over and raid Social Media Grow Show. He's already live right now. I just dropped the link again. It's also pinned, and I'll come over there right after Superchat. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you've spent. And thank you to our beloved and dedicated moderators. All of us know that our live streams here couldn't be what they are if it wasn't for their help. Indiana Backyard Gardener is another friend who's been with us for quite a while now. I don't think it's quite been a year, but it's quite a few months. I'm just going to grab one of their latest videos. I'm going to put this into my catch-up list. That'll give me a chance to catch up with what they're doing, as well as shorts on the channel that bring a lot of outdoor content and a bit of variety, getting into 1,300 and 1,700 views and beyond. And then when we get into live streams, we see that this creator is also getting involved in collaborations with other creators, like the Fall Fest 24 giveaway that was done by Gail Southern Living. So collaborating, I keep saying it, but it's a great way to grow your channel. They're working on 2,100 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards that milestone. And forgive my quick exit, but we're going to split for today. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.